Shug, thank you for being someone so special, so fun, so beautiful, sarcastic, witty, caring, smart, and special. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being my partner in crime. Thank you for laughing at my constant clowning. You challenge me to be half as funny as you are, most of the time. Thank you for supporting me when I had doubts that I would never land my dream job. You believed in me so much, you made me believe in myself. Thank you for being so fun. You even make sitting in traffic a blast. No matter what we do, we're always having a good time. Thank you for making me feel confident enough to be my full self. You are so patient. You navigate our ups and downs with grace. Whether I'm winning or losing, you're by my side every day. You're an amazing teammate. It's so great that the person I love so much not only loves me back, but likes me for who I am. You like me more than Chips does at breakfast time. Thank you for being so beautiful inside and out. Our adventures continue after today, and I'm very excited. And again, thank you for loving me. I vow to always protect you from hazards and dangers. To encourage you to try fun, scary things, and to take fewer risks when I'm doing fun, scary things. I promise to be faithful, honest, loyal, respectful, and kind. I promise to be your handsome hunk of a dream man. I promise to be a good communicator. I promise to always do silly things just to make you smile. And above all, I promise to love you through the old and grays, when we'll still be saying, when is the honeymoon stage gonna end? Kristen, Quayle. It's true now as it ever was and always will be. I am forever yours.
I knew you were different when I preferred spending my time with you rather than having my time alone, which you know I need, being so introverted. I don't think there was a moment that I suddenly knew that I wanted to marry you. I just think that on some level, I just knew that we'd never be apart. But I can say that when I got so sick and got diagnosed with PTSD, and I had a difficult road to recovery, and that was without question the hardest time of my life, and I could just feel your unwavering support, my faith in us was just solidified. Never once did you falter, even when I know I wasn't easy to be around. And never once did I question being with you, ever once. It's the only thing that I could count on during that time. And if it wasn't for that, and for you, I don't know how I would have gotten through it. I remember this one time when I was especially unwell and I'd had a really bad day. I was lying on the couch because it's all that I could do at that time. You came home from work and you started playing Sure Thing by Miguel on your phone. You started serenading me and you picked up chips and you were dancing just to make me laugh. But with that, it was maybe the most important thing that you could have done for me in that moment. And I thought that these lyrics especially hit home. I'm not gonna say it. Even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I. I love that you bought me a Slurpee machine. I love the way you'll randomly start dancing with me if we're out shopping. I love seeing you with Sunny and Hudson and Maddie and picturing my kids having you for a dad. And I just love how perfect you are for me. But sometimes I still think you're too cool for me and I don't know how you haven't figured that out yet. So I can't promise that I'll always remember to empty the dishwasher. And I can't promise that I want to help more with the litter. But I can promise I'll never stop laughing at your jokes. I'll try not to be such a sore loser when you beat me in Mario. I'll always cheer on whatever you do and brag about all your accomplishments whenever I'm allowed to. Promise to always listen, to only use healthy communication, to choose you and us forever and then some. I remember you making a throwaway comment when we first started dating, and you said that it isn't enough to just love your partner, but you need to like them too. So I promise to not only love, but to like you forever.
It is my honor and delight to declare you henceforth to be husband and wife. You may seal your vows with a kiss.
I put on the radio and I turn the lights down low. I sway with you to whatever is on. 'Cause you've been working hard and you earned your battle scars. Let me hold you like a queen tonight. Let me grow with you. Let me bend and break. Let me be your shelter at the end of the day. But after all these years, no matter where we stand, you'll always be my woman. I'm proud to be your man. Yeah. Thank you for the lonesome nights where I learned to treat you right. I was just a kid learning to fly. 'Cause you're the heart I need and the kindness you've given me. You made me the man I am tonight. Let me grow with you. Let me bend and break. Let me be your shelter at the end of the day. Well, after all these years, no matter where we stand, you'll always be my woman. I'm proud to be your man.
So we met Ray shortly after they started dating. We were still in Alberta at the time, and he was working very hard to become a full-time firefighter. So he was taking courses on his own dime, traveling through different parts of the province to compete for positions, and that's something that I could relate to as well. You experience the highs and lows as you're working so hard to achieve your dream, and we knew you were going to get it eventually. We didn't know when or where, but Ray eventually got on full-time with the Kamloops Fire Department, so we're really happy to see that finally happen. And like I say, I could relate to it too, based on my years trying to get into law enforcement, so really happy to see that. And we're so happy that he got it, that we sold our rancher in Campbell River, small house with a small mortgage, and bought a much bigger house with a much bigger mortgage. So we must have been really happy that day to go through all of that. So we found, as we got to know Ray over time, he's very easygoing and friendly, and he loves kids, especially his two nieces and nephews. So we know that he's going to be an excellent dad, and Lori especially is really looking forward to being a grandma again.
No pressure.
No, there's no pressure. So yeah, give it a couple of days. But Ray's grown really comfortable around us over time, and you know, it's not always easy meeting, like Sean Jones can relate this, meeting a polygraph examiner for the first time. It always kind of being, why did he say that? Why is he saying it that way? So it's always a little bit nerve-wracking doing that. But Ray's also quite helpful. You know, he's been helpful around the house and helpful helping himself to my beer. So he never asked me for help, but I'm ready to come out. But he did help me the other day with the gutters, as we had a little bit of leakage there.
We're very happy. We love Ray. He's become a great part of our family. We couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. And his family, great.
Yeah.
We've gotten to know everybody, and we love all you guys. And
two things happened early on when they got together. This is when I hoped she was the one. The moment Ray showed me his phone, and I didn't know this was a thing 5 years ago, that Kristen had set up a calendar on Ray's phone with colored dots for his commitment, her commitments, and their commitments. And Ray needed that so bad. Ray would often say yes to everyone, but this would sometimes mean he would overbook or double book his time. Kristen never tried to change Ray. Instead, she just made him better. If it could be any better. Okay, this is when you say, oh yeah. Okay. The moment I knew she was the one, that Ray knew she was the one, was when Ray was going on a road trip to Tofino, a day trip with Kristen and her sister Jillian and Sean. Okay. Ray double booked himself that day, and so he got a call from his captain, and he was supposed to be volunteering at fire. He told his captain he wouldn't be there. He chose Kristen, not fire. And that's when I knew she was the one. We should all be so lucky to find that kind of love, the kind of love that you know you're always going to be put first. Congratulations.
Kristen's been there for Jill and I through absolutely everything. I can't think of a hard time that we've been through that Kristen hasn't made easier. Just from her presence on a couch or taking a phone call or anything. She is always there. And I am so grateful to have that. To have a sister in you.
We always said, like, Sean, Kristen, and I have been a trio for a decade before she started dating Ray. We're like, it's going to be really hard to bring someone into this trio when Kristen starts dating someone. And Ray just, like, immediately fit in. We, like, 3 weeks into the relationship, went on a road trip to Tofino. And at, like, 7 in the morning, Ray and I are in the Starbucks, and Ray gets a phone call. And I'm standing there, I can't hear anything, I just hear him. And then he's like, hey, man, what's up? In silence, he's like, yeah, man, I'm going to Tofino. And we're like, and he's like, yeah, no, okay, bye. And I'm like, oh, who is that? He's like, my boss. And I'm like, oh, we're going to Tofino. Like, okay. So he just like, Kayla said, he came, chose to be there with us for that time, like, ditched the shift, came with us to Tofino on this random road trip. And it's just been like that, like this whole time. It's just been so much fun, stupidity, awesomeness the whole time. As Sean said, it's been like really good times and really tough times. You guys have been there. Sean randomly developed epilepsy a couple of years ago, and I just remember this one night, Ray being there in one of his seizures and rubbing Sean's back while Kristen like packed his hospital bag, and that just like has been it's been like such an anchor of like exactly who you guys are in our lives and how much of a difference you've made for us. And it's never been more apparent how amazing you are than watching you be an aunt to like this perfect angel of a baby right here. And just knowing what you'll be like as parents is like such a beautiful thing to imagine. Oh, look at her, she's so cute. She's so cute. So I really like to think like all these memories you're making right now. Sean said we really love watching home movies, and it's like you guys have been living all these memories that are going to be your future home movies and going to be a part of this. So I thought I would get you started by making like your first home movie for you guys. So that's the point where you hit play, please. Right. So we'll just wait for that.
since like 2007, and I'm glad I met that guy, you know. My life would be completely different. I'd be probably an NBA player or football player, I don't know, something crazy. But you know what? He introduced me to the best group of friends, his beautiful wife. I'm so excited for you, man. But honestly, he doesn't stop talking about you when he's on an island. He loves you so much. And I think it's kind of crazy that he left his family, friends, just to go somewhere with you in the desert. I've been there, and I was like, oh my God, it's not that cool here, you know? Like, jeez. But yeah, no, he really loves you, and I'm glad to see it. I'd like to raise a glass to these two, and I hope you have a full and loving life, always fighting, but in a good way, in a good, sharper way. Yeah, obviously, duh. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, I'm embarrassed. But here's to you two, a fun, happy, full life. So thank you for inviting me, and thanks everyone for coming.
I've had the privilege of watching the boy on that little house on Dunford Ave turn into the hilarious and caring man sitting before you tonight. In 17 years of friendship, Ray frequently had to step in and save me from some oncoming threat, but more often than not, he had to save me from myself. A crucial quality in a best friend. It's crazy to me that it's been 5 years since Ray came home from a first date with a young lady he met while working at Island Health. Her name's Kristen, he had said. She's into storm chasing. You know, and after being Ray's stand-in significant other for the better part of 2 decades, I was apprehensive at first. Who was this Helen Hunt wannabe? However, after watching this couple interact with love and compassion on our camping trips, Taco Tuesdays, and our nights spent together, I can confidently say, Kristen, he's all yours. In summary, Ray, Kristen, I wish the two of you nothing but happiness and look forward to seeing you grow your incredible life that you've made yourself in Kamloops. I love you, and I will always have your back.
I have you. That's enough to paint lonesome black and blue. Yeah, I have you, and you have me. That puts a bow up in the sky that tells the rain to cease. We've had up, and we've had down. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a color in the rainbow that shines like you. So let's carve our names into this tree, and then lay beneath the beauty of her leaves. Well, the birds and the bees seem to agree that we're strong as a maple and twice as sweet. We've had ups and we've had downs. We've had warm nights, we've gone round and round. What I know, this much is true. There ain't a tree with any leaves that roots me like you.